back, baby.
Back.
Happy Friday. Hey, we got Junie the Traveler.
Junie the Traveler
Mark
here.
Tech in the building.
What's up, guys?
Preacher Parker.
Preach.
And I'm Javi. And let's go. This episode is brought to you by Publix toilet water. It's right here, just so y'all know if you ever get thirsty. If you're ever thirsty, you can't find anything else to drink, that's a good option.
I need my
All
time.
right, there you go.
Thank you.
You get good service, not good water.
Yeah.
So today we're gonna get into leveling up. Whenever we have to, there's times in your life that you just gotta level up, man.
Level up.
Sometimes the old you just wasn't good enough. But before we get into that, I'm gonna talk about what happened to me this morning, man.
Hey, talk about it.
So I was at Publix. Getting a money order.
Right.
This lady, first of all, I'm the type, I got my mask on. For some reason, I didn't have mine there. And but I try to keep 6 feet apart. This lady standing behind me, she didn't respect the 6 feet apart.
Wow.
You gonna tell that to me now?
That wasn't
Really?
that wasn't the problem though. The problem was she started coughing.
I'm quitting.
I
quit, guys.
I felt the wind in the back of my head like whoof, like strong twice. So I turned back around. I'm like, what the hell? And she comes to me, I was just clearing my throat. And I wasn't coughing.
Gave you the drive-through treatment.
I'm like, all right, cool. So then I see this Puerto Rican customer of ours. He's like, oh, Bobby, come to the counter. So I walk a little bit by. He's like, just keep a distance, Bobby. You know what I mean? So then, so it's my turn. It's my turn to go up to the counter, and she's rushing me. What? And she cut the lady behind her that was directly behind me. She just cut her. So then she's like, oh, go, it's your turn. I'm like, I'm waiting for the lady to call me. She's like, well, hurry up and get there. So I'm like, listen, lady, I don't know what's your problem. Just chill. Wow. When she calls me up, I'm gonna go up, and then everyone's looking at me. They're like, yo, are you okay? I see what happened. So like the whole day, I don't know. I feel fine, but.
Hold up, man. She followed you. That's harassment. First of all, she called to the back of your head.
And I felt it was like, like I felt the wind. So at that point, I'm against violence on women, old white women. But I don't know what was going through my system because she got super close. Yeah. And she's telling me like, go on. You know what I mean? I don't know. Is that okay with this day and age? Like you feel like you're defending yourself? Is that acceptable?
You know what? Before you even talk about that, I gotta say one thing. First of all, if it wasn't for the COVID thing, I probably would, let it slide. But due to COVID and the fact that I'm getting throat hurt, I'm getting sick now. I don't even trust it. Before you see me without a mask, now I was like, nah, I don't know.
Yeah, now you got a mask on.
Now I got a mask on,
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute. So now somebody come in the back of your head like, yo, you better calm that noise. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm trying to,
I just keep my precautions, keep my distance, try to be smart,
True.
Nah, for sure, man. For sure.
But you stay calm, right?
Not really. Like the inner me was wilding out. I was like, she about to get a knuckle sandwich. She getting choked out with something.
Damn.
Something
was
was
the back
happening.
of your head. It wasn't in your face.
Nah, and then I'm like, so I'm calm about it, but then I'm like, she's giving me crazy attitude on top of it. Yeah. So then, I don't know. Man.
Have you ever had somebody cough in your face directly? Like that's the worst. Now, like I think sometimes it happens. It's an accident. Sometimes you forget to go.
I think an accidental spit is worse. When somebody's actually spit accidentally on your lip or something, like yo.
Well, because of the whole COVID thing, it just makes it 10 times worse. It's like a death sentence. You see it flying, you're like, oh. Matrix,
Well, anybody with a kid, what I mean? My son has coughed on me numerous times. Just,
right.
Yeah.
Just being reckless.
Hi, Dad.
That he is.
Oh.
They do that stuff, man. You know how it goes.
Judy, you went through it?
A bunch of times. I bet.
Now
I got masks for all my kids in the house.
See?
They'll walk through the house with masks.
Your old boss used to cough on you, right?
Nah.
What?
Nah, man, never.
Oh, okay.
Yo, but I don't know why I just thought of an invention. It's gonna be like a keychain holder. No, for your keys, but you just hang your mask up. Because you said you got for your whole family, right?
Yeah.
So then you just
for the mask.
That's crazy.
Mask keys.
Mask keys.
Mask holders.
I'm glad you brought up the mask thing.
Okay.
Now, in the next 3 or 4 years, we're gonna start seeing these commercials talking about,
exactly.
if your ears hurt because of the COVID or you're rocking the mask, we're suing them, and you might be eligible for compensation.
No, they might have an air conditioning mask unit right here.
No, but he got a point.
Probably in 10 years more, you got an air unit.
I be rocking mine at work, and it's like it be tugging on my ear. I feel
my
it
ears
hurts.
be hurting.
It hurts. And then not only that, your boy Mark he got to get custom ones done. Cause his puppies, yo, he can't even fit the loop for real. Yo, I'm telling you, watch. Tell him to put a regular mask on. He can't.
Nah, he can't.
I can.
He got some 22.
Nah.
Yo, look at him. Everybody see them things.
You crazy, bro. You know what they say about big ears. You know?
Yeah, oh, okay.
You would
fly
think,
higher.
Yeah.
No.
You would think you'd be able to hear. You
Bro, I
think
can
you'd be
hear
able to
you.
hear.
I can hear you loud and clear.
That's all fat.
No way.
That's all fat right there.
No way. I be talking to the dude. He won't answer. He won't even answer my
I got
question.
selective hearing, possibly.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding.
I see him.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, hear what I want.
Yeah, hey, Mike. Am I like, what? He's still there. Never hears.
But didn't you have a hearing aid, right? When you were a kid?
No, yeah, I'm deaf. At least I got it. Hey, I'm deaf since.
No,
Hey,
Mark did too.
no, I'm deaf since I was born.
Yeah.
I was born like that.
Actually, I had a
But
similar
this one got
situation.
chicken nugget ears here.
No, I
you know,
actually
that's something else.
Chicken nuggets. I know.
Chicken
I was
nuggets
deaf,
like
I was
pop.
deaf in 1 year as well.
So how was it going to school with the hearing aid, bro? I know they was roasting you for that.
I used to get bullied a lot.
For real?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
We should touch on
I know
that.
my brother.
We'll
my
get
brother
talk
had
about another subject
Did
in the
you-
next one because
Well, we already-
that's a
We
long
already
one.
touched
Yeah,
it.
but we already- Hey,
We
so
on it now.
Damn,
Yeah.
got his spot.
so like, do they used to pull it out your ear and throw it, or
No,
like,
I used to get hit with a backpack and stuff. They used to call me El Sordo and shit like that. When I was in 5th grade, 4th grade. That's especially when I went through it. And at 6th grade, I went to 6th grade. I said, forget about it. I said, you know what? I'm not putting it on.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Yeah, I said, hell no, I'm not gonna get beat up again.
Yeah, damn.
So then you see me like Mark, getting my phone stolen or something,
Yeah.
So I learned. I learned from my mistakes. I said no. Now I'm taking charge.
Taking precautions.
Well, it's kind of like glasses. Sometimes people are, they don't want to wear glasses.
But
They
they were
get
smacking
bullied.
them in the back of the head with the backpack. That's crazy.
I used to get in fights
Yeah.
and stuff
That's
because of
crazy.
that. I used to get picked on and a lot.
Yeah.
A
But it
lot.
made you tougher. It made you learn how to stand up for yourself.
But
Right?
can you hear better or what? Like, or you still need one or what's going on?
Yeah, I still need one.
He had to learn
I
to
just don't
adapt.
use
He was being bullied,
I feel like
man.
I just don't use it.
But I feel you hear better than Mark.
Possibly.
The thing is the extra grease he got.
Extra grease. Hell
Extra
no.
grease.
You got some extra grease.
Extra grease cheese.
You got some extra oil.
Yo, speaking of that,
Y'all want it.
what's the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you guys?
Wow.
I'll start it off, man,
Alright.
just because it's a little crazy. Back in the day, when we had that dial-up dial-up internet. I had a computer in my room. I was young, and so I'm checking out my god brother put me on some website. He's like, "Oh, bro, look at this, checking it out." So then at first I was uncomfortable, but you go in, you start checking out those sites and stuff, and then but he didn't tell me that when you look at those sites and those videos and those trials, that you getting these pop-ups.
Yo, the pop-ups are the
man.
worst.
Yo, and this is when like
The
computers
worst.
like nobody knows shit anything
Yeah.
about computers.
You're learning.
Like,
Baby
I
step.
don't know nothing about computers. Nobody in my house knows nothing about computers. And
You may have got a virus at this time.
yo, so
Please
you
back
know,
out now.
yo, I'm at that age where weird stuff is happening, and man,
Your hormones.
so then my little sister has to do a project.
Oh,
She has to do a little project, and then she's like, starts screaming. Then all of a sudden, my mom comes in the room. She comes in with, I believe, with one of my uncles and my godfather.
Right.
So she's like, "Hey, what's this?" So I'm looking at it. I see the filth on there. I'm acting like I don't know what it is though. I'm like,
I don't know nothing.
I was like, what? I was like, what's that? They
I
was
go to
like-
church,
they was
Mom.
like, you know what that is.
The church excuse me.
And I'm
Yeah,
like,
church excuse.
Yeah, so I'm like, you know what? I think that happened when I was downloading LimeWire. and they
Wow, LimeWire. Remember those
LimeWire,
days?
yeah. So then she was not having it in my uncle either. I mean, my godfather. I remember it was him specifically. He was like, no, that's not what happened.
They said that slow too, like that.
Yeah, he was like, just tell me what happened. I don't know. I got scared, and I was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna blame it on my godfather because he slept over all the. I mean, my god brother. Sorry, he slept over all the time, or whatever." I'm like, you know what? We were trying to, download the LimeWire, and maybe he was looking at stuff. I don't know. I don't even like using the computer. So then, anyway, mad crazy pop-ups pop up.
Oh.
And what made it super embarrassing is that like everyone that my mom talked to on the phone, everywhere we went, it's like she brought it up. Like, oh, this guy. So then I'm talking about, man, on my dad's side of the family, I had cousins and stuff that was not willing to shake my hand for a while. Everybody knew. And it wasn't like, they knew.
Stick your fingers.
Yeah.
Stick your fingers.
Yeah, like, oh, don't fucking, hey, don't touch me with them, alright?
Whoa, no name, hobby. Stick your fingers.
So it was embarrassing because it kept going. Yeah. And then, like, you know, back in the day, mama on the house phone, you walk in the kitchen, she look at you, and then whoever she on the phone with, hey, you gonna be what I call this boy doing?
Like, she exposed.
She's saying in front of all my friends. I'm talking about I'm going to baseball. She's telling all them. And man, it was a rough year. And all I know is I ain't touched that computer ever since. So what about y'all? I know y'all got some crazy situations, man.
You know, multiple ones, but I'm gonna just do one and go around, I guess. But as I was telling y'all guys, man. So you know, back in the days, you know, I used to go for the TVs at my mom's house. She's out with my brothers. And I'm scrolling for the TV, and you know, they got the little porn sites on TV. And I'm like, all right, cool. All reading all the names, something about judges and ladies. I'm like, all right, cool. I pressed the select button because it said so. I'm watching it, just admiring everything. I was like, wow, look at this. Look at this.
Wow, this is
something new.
This is
you
what I'm missing.
And then all of a sudden I hear, you know, the keys start moving. I'm like, oh, sure, flipping channels. I get back to normal. Mom comes in, everything's normal. We having dinner. I'm laughing with everybody. We smiling. She's like, go to bed, boys. We go to bed. Next thing you know, I'm in the middle of the night, I hear the TV on, and I see her outside watching TV on the couch, chilling. Click, click, click. My heart's beating every time she clicks the channel. She gets to that one channel, yo, and it's like,
she found you out.
Yo, now she's looking at, she's like, yo, everybody get your asses out here. I said, oh, hold on, we coming out there. At the time, it was like 13, 14. She's like, I'm like, yeah, what's going on, Mom? I see the channel. She's all like, who did this? I don't know. How did you even find that, Mom? She looked at me like I was stupid. She's like, all right, I'm gonna find out right now. She called the damn company up. I think it was Right House, whoever it was back in the day. Called them up. They started talking on the phone. She's like, yo, how did I get this porn on my channel? I don't play that. You're gonna pip this on my bill, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, snap.
Come to find out, I forgot that I actually did it before that. Because they gave her a bill statement. They said, well, last month you had one that you did. Yo, it's on me now. I was like, yo.
How many? Two?
2 or 3. I can't remember what it was.
Oh.
So I was like, huh. So somebody has to press the button, right? I was like, yeah. She's like, yes, ma'am. Okay, she hangs up. She looks at me. You know, she looked at me when she was talking. Like she knew it was me.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, nah, I don't know.
Oh, man.
You don't know. She's like, oh, she told my brothers. My brother's name was Aaron and Abel. She's like, y'all go to the room. Y'all go to the room. You know what happened after that? That bell came out.
Me too. Do I go to the room too?
Yo, I wanted to go to the room so bad. I couldn't deny it. I couldn't deny it. Yo, what you got?
Oh, man.
Bro.
Yo, they had to be some way you could deny it.
No, it's 3. 2 or 3, right? You couldn't deny that. You couldn't deny that.
No way to
I
deny
had a
it.
friend come over. But yeah, I'm trying to think of an embarrassing situation. I know I had plenty.
For sure.
Just something that isn't too, you know.
Too over the top.
Yeah, let's see.
Well, if you don't think of one, I got one for you.
Okay, go ahead, shoot it.
No, about earlier today. Y'all seen how Mark
Nah.
was coming up the stairs? Your boy was like
Trickle toes.
No, hell
Trickle toes.
I think he charted something.
I knew something
Kemancho.
crazy happened in the bathroom.
No,
that
was probably you, bro. You couldn't wait to go to the bathroom today. You was like, yo, Deanna, you done?
Nah,
You done?
nah.
I gotta go in there. Is it aired out? Is it safe? Because I'm about to go in there.
Not talking about that shit.
Nah, your boy went down there happy. He came up mad.
Nah.
He came up mad like shit didn't go right.
Hell nah. But anyway.
And you know what? I figured out what it was too.
Hot damn, no toilet paper.
There was no toilet paper down there.
Oh, man. Nah.
Yeah, so your boy.
And Javi knows
the
you
two-
can
two
buy it
Why
here.
ain't buying toilet paper?
Oh, there is underneath the thing.
So you admit it.
So
Damn. Why you saw that?
Bro, the way he was walking, he was clenching too
Bro,
hard.
I took a whiz. All right, chill.
I don't know, bro. That shit, he cut circulation to his right leg. And shit.
Oh, my God.
He just dragging that right leg.
I'm talking.
Anyways, you know.
I'm laughing too much.
Anyway, let's try to keep this clean.
Keep it clean. Keep it real
Well,
clean.
you the one that took it there. So.
No, you did.
You're the one who admitted.
Come on, you got.
I admitted there was no
you got a
toilet paper.
situation. You got a situation.
Let's see. Situation. I had a situation. This ain't nothing crazy. Just a little situation. Talking to a customer, you know, had a full-on conversation.
Right.
Get ready to go to the bathroom, wash my hands, whatever. Go look in the mirror. have a big old booger in my nose. And
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
I'm here at work.
And nobody told you?
Nobody told me. I passed by a couple employees.
That's not my business.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you could see that thing. How it was big.
Yeah, but that got nothing to do with me though. That got nothing to do with me.
So it had nothing to do with him. But yeah,
It did
so
that
it
too.
had something to do with the store.
I would say, hey, Mark, take that thing out.
Yeah.
That's just
That
hanging.
wasn't part of the uniform.
That's hanging.
So, but anyway, that's just one situation. I
Part of
had.
the uniform, bro.
Yeah, Big Ol' Booger was not part of the. But and let's see, anything else? Nothing for now. Maybe something.
Yo,
pop up
fell
later.
down in front of your class.
Nah. We're talking about me laughing about you shitting downstairs.
No,
and stuff.
hell no.
And
That's
I
right.
was on the. That's what I'm
taking-
saying. I was on a
Oh.
vacation once with my first wife, and we went to Puerto Rico. We're in my grandparents' house. My mom was there actually, and my dad and stuff.
Right,
but
right.
my mom was in the room with my girl in that time. And they're talking or whatever. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna go take a shower. And I'm saying, I feel like I'm gonna fart. So I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna fart. I'm gonna laugh. I'll go running. So I go running over there. I'm like, mommy, Nani. But her name was Nani. I call her Nani. Mira. And when I throw out, I shit myself in front of my ex.
Come on.
And in front of my mom. And that shit was embarrassing. I ran back to the bathroom. They were cracking up. It was, to this day, they still crack up.
Jumping on your leg.
Oh,
and
boy,
just,
shark.
Oh, man, that was embarrassing. But that was
Dude,
one of the
aside,
worst.
aside.
One of the worst.
That's crazy.
no, like I said, that's embarrassing for my parents. It wasn't exactly embarrassing for me. Coney Island out there in New York City. They took me to Coney Island when I was a little kid, about 5 years old. I remember it to this day because they put me on a little bumblebee ride. We're riding around, I'm laughing, but at one point I started crying. And I remember my dad picking me up, and I just diarrheaed all over the seat.
Oh, man.
And they carried me down, and all I hear the little girl say, ah! And I was like, oh.
But
no,
whoa,
no.
at least you were a kid, man. I traumatized my
I think
ex.
about my parents at
Okay,
that moment.
that-
You know what I mean? Like, I'm crapped on this. Just think about the other kids that's there,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I'm glad nobody else knew me that time. You know what I'm saying? That's,
Thank
That's
God.
crazy, man. That's crazy.
Pretty sure they cleaned it up right after you left.
I
yeah.
probably threw the whole thing away.
Would you clean it up after that, bro?
Nah,
Nah,
but
I'm
the-
past
Nah,
it.
yeah, we on the way home.
Yo, we gotta shut this down. 86 it down right now. Yo, that's nasty, bro.
Speaking of that, so y'all be throwing bombs in front of y'all significant others, or is that a violation?
But fighting?
Yeah.
Hell, well, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes
No, that's not a violation.
It's a violation sometimes because it depends on how strong
It's,
it is.
yeah.
You know,
Depends you ate that day.
I mean,
All
you
depends what you ate.
If I
You gotta have
give
respect.
if I give you a silencer,
a silencer,
I call it a silencer.
but it's
Silence.
deadly
A
though.
silencer is deadly because they smell.
We know.
You don't know who
We know
did
it's
it.
deadly.
The problem is if it's a strong
Well,
one.
there's only two people there. You know who did it.
Yeah.
It's either you or not you.
I'm like, I hope she smelled it first. You know, the first one smelled it down
Oh,
there.
man.
No.
Nah, I'm not embarrassed. I go for it.
That's funny.
Really?
I
You
actually
straight
don't.
rip?
I don't never do that.
Okay.
If I have to hold it into the morning.
To the bathroom.
or-
You can hold it to the morning?
No,
like
like,
gas?
you know what I'm talking
Nah,
about.
you know my one thought,
I
nah.
just like, oh, I gotta make a phone call.
You just don't be loud and proud with it. You know?
Yeah, I
You
just
say-
and I'm not a fan of you doing it too.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it makes it weird
Yeah.
for me.
Never.
But I
Could
heard,
you have a mashing partner in that
Yeah.
situation?
Some people,
You
know.
fought and your baby's like, I fought too. Like, nah, I can't. Nah, I'm with you.
My
Yeah.
speaker.
nah, 'cause what if she's mad aggressive with it? Like,
What if she's louder than you? and
Yeah,
you're
what
like,
about if her hair does like
Oh,
that? You're like,
what the heck?
what the heck is this?
That
You
been
know?
clapping.
because I know you said you've been dealing with that at home, right?
Oh,
You
no.
been doing it with that problem?
I don't
That
do
clapping?
Her job is clapping when she
He's like, baby, get out of the bathroom. Get out. This is too much.
Not at all.
But
Like it
that's super off topic though.
Yeah,
nah,
So,
let's clean it up a little.
So now,
I
yeah.
cleaned it up.
So now leveling up, man. It's important. It's that inner you that when the old you ain't good enough,
Right.
and you're like, yo, I gotta do better. We all been in those situations.
Sure.
What are those situations? Maybe people could relate. I don't know if y'all want me to go first.
Go ahead. Roll down.
All right, basically with me, a few years ago before I got into cell phone,
Oh
I
my
didn't
God.
write that. I didn't write that. But
Alright,
a
continue.
while ago, right? I'm doing real estate. You know, I deal with this buddy. He's doing good work for me because at the time I was working with a bank, and we were like they were foreclosed homes. They would fix them up and sell them enough to pass FHA to get financing.
Yeah.
So I get this guy. He does a lot of work. Great work. I'm talking about amazing. I'm happy with it. Price is right. So me and him talking all the time. We're in constant communication because I'm trying to always find him more work. And he's like, listen, man, this stuff ain't really me. He's like, me, I'm in the cell phone stuff. I'm like, what? I've been dying to get in the cell phone business. this, that, simple. I got buddies that have simple mobile stores. So I'm like, man, listen, this is good.
This is popping.
And then at the time, I had a little rough patch in my real estate business because, you know, if you're a realtor, you know it's pipeline work. You work, months go down the line, and you get boom, you get sales and stuff. So I had a couple of months that I was doing really, really good. Right. And then I went on vacation. My pipeline, things didn't fall through right. So then I was going from making $10,000 a month.
Woo!
To I had 2-3 months back to back. Making like $700.
Yeah, that's the gamble.
Just doing rental commissions.
Yeah,
because stuff fell through. You know, when you take that time off and then the pipeline dried up, and then so I was like, I was getting discouraged because I'm like having a couple months, then my pipeline ain't looking too good. Right. So I was like, you know what? I told a buddy, I was like, yo, let's jump into the cell phone stuff. You can do what you do. So I asked him, hey, so what? Like a dummy. I'm like, hey, what can you do? Yeah. Right. Of course he's gonna say. Everything. I do this, that. I can make a phone that don't have a SIM card, make a SIM tray, make it work. I
can charge a battery like Mark.
And I'm so crazy. I'm like, that sounds good. Yeah. I'm not even knowing if that's possible or not. So we get into business, right? I go get a HELOC, home equity line of credit, off my house. I borrow about $30,000 from it because you know my savings is basically depleted already. You know, this is the money I need, the seed money. Right. I'm like, yo, $30,000 ain't nothing. We're gonna be rich. So we're gonna be rich, and so we go in, ready. Day one, get a repair. I'm excited. Give him the repair, and then he's working maybe 10-15 minutes. The customer's waiting, cause he was I forgot what you call he oversold himself. Okay. So he's telling people, hey, I'm gonna have your phone in 5 minutes.
Woo, like that.
Yeah, and I'm excited. I'm like,
5 minutes.
5 minutes. This dude's a genius.
He got you.
So then, anyways, 15 minutes later, he starts crying. He's like, damn. He's like, then he calls me. We got a back room. He's like, Javi, can you come here, man? I gotta tell you something. I'm like, just bring the phone out. Yeah. He's like, no, I gotta tell you something. So then he starts crying. He's like, man, can I just go home?
Oh, hell no.
He's like, the screen don't work, and I lost like 3 of the screws, and this. I'm like, what? And then the customer can hear him because he's crying. He's like, man. So then he's like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, oh, no, it's right. So he says, Javi, please let me go home, and I'll figure this out tomorrow. I said, listen, you're not going home. We're figuring this out right now. Anyway, long story short, dude fell through, and basically we were losing everything. I didn't have a repair tech. I'm over here the first 30 days, and I don't know what's going on in my mind. I'm letting him work every day, just tearing up everybody's phone. Oh, yeah. Now we don't have that issue anymore.
Yeah, but that's a pressure, boy.
So then I'm telling my partner about it because at the time, one of my right hand mans, he's like a brother to me. I'm not gonna say his name. He basically was like, we were supposed to go half and half. He was waiting on some money. The money came, and he hit me with a delay. He's like, oh, I just need another month or two. Then I hear from the grapevine, he's telling people he's not going to jump in because of what's going on. So it stressed me out, and it made me know because he basically didn't believe in me. And I'm down and out. Then my ex-wife at the time, she's stressed out about it because I'm gassing her up. I'm not telling her what's going on. I'm like, no, everything's good, everything's good. But she's a smart girl. She's looking through the numbers. She knows it's not good. Yeah. And so, there was tension there. So then she was like, just give up, go back to real estate, give up. And then he's telling me that basically, yo, there's no money in that. There's no money in that. Let it go. And in my mind, I'm like, I'm already in too deep. And then I lost their trust. I lost it, and it hurt me because I'm like, yo, I know who I am. I'm gonna make this happen. So then from there, I learned how to fix phones. Right. And so how I leveled up was I learned how to fix phones. I just started grinding the business. I'm talking about day and night. I'm at home. I'm thinking about this business. I'm learning. I'm talking about I hit this level 99. I'm talking about I went Super Saiyan on them. And then you know business took off, and then it was just there was no more options. There was no like I'm not going to real estate back. I'm not going back to real estate at this moment. I'm not doing this. I'm not giving up. That is not the option. Failure is not the answer because this is $1 million business, and I gotta eat this. Yeah. I gotta eat this. And then thank God things went good. A couple years later, boom. Now you know it is what we thought it would be, and hopefully we'll keep on growing.
Let's go.
But it took those people like just doubting me, and then me knowing I didn't have nobody to fall through. I didn't have nobody saying, "Hey, I got you on this money," or "You sure?" or this. So it had to go through, and then that's where we at. I don't know about you guys. Got similar stories.
That's awesome.
I know you have. You talking about Spivey.
No, I didn't have a story with them. I mean, I know I left them or whatever.
You said that Publix wouldn't hire you.
No. Jamar, go ahead, boy. You can go get on your story. We'll go down the line. I ain't say nothing like that.
I ain't got nothing like Javi got going on, man. Javi's on another level. You talking about a count 10 G's a month, boy. I'd have been like, pass out for a second. Damn.
Yeah.
Well, it was 1 month, but then 1 month you might not make anything.
Yeah, that's true, though. But still, woo, I'm just saying. Anyway, no, nothing like that. I just think anything that has to do with pressure, whenever I'm like at the bottom or I'm at a situation where I know I ain't gonna be able to pay no bills, I gotta pay them extra hours, or if I gotta level up and get promoted, that's just the mindset I was always on when I think about leveling up. If I gotta switch jobs, if I tell a job, excuse me for a second, if I tell a job, if I'm not making the money I need that promotion, I need some more hours, I need something, they're like, nah. I'm like, all right, I'll be out in 2 weeks. They be like, for real? I'll be serious. 2 weeks, I'm gone. And I'll find another job that pays me more. That's just always been the mindset I have. I could never allow myself to be in a position where I need somebody else to be with that favor. That was always my thing. It's always have given somebody, hey, let me give you a helping hand, brother. Let me build you up. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with people helping me, but I got that pride. Like, yo, if I gotta do what I gotta do to pay no bills, I'm gonna pay it. You know what I mean? If I gotta hit the streets, I'm hitting the streets. That's my way of level up. I don't know if that relates to what he's talking about, as far as like leveling up, it's like grinding any means necessary to make sure I got food on the table, bills are paid, and I got a roof over my head. That's how I always looked at my life and level up.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
I went through a situation, and how I got to leveling up in my life. Man, when I went in for my son with for autism.
Right.
When I went in for that, and they told me he had muscular dystrophy, Duchenne, they did some tests and all that. That's when definitely after all my storms and everything I went through, that's when the whole world just collapsed.
Right.
And that's when I said, you know what? It's time to grind. And my grinding was mentally. Mentally, I said, I got to get up. I got to do something about this. I'm losing time. I got to spend more time with my son, with my kids. I can't be thinking about what could happen.
Exactly.
Or what could this. And you know how people they get dwelled to that, and get depressed. I had a little stage of it. I did have a little stage of it, but you know what? When I went through that, I said, you know what? I got to level up. I got to really do it for my kids. I really got to do it for my family. I really got to grind. And that's how I started doing my stuff.
You had no choice.
Yeah, we ain't got no choice. And my stuff, I didn't have no choice.
You had a choice, because like you said, a lot of people would have just laid down. You know what I mean? You got up.
Yeah.
That's
you
the
said it right there. You just
exactly.
got up.
You got up.
Yeah.
A lot of people just lay there, just
you
sit
got
there.
you got a choice to just stay there depressed or take it like a man.
You know what? I know this is off topic. I know it's off topic, but like I always tell my wife, like I could never see myself being like a homeless person. Nothing against people that's homeless. Yeah. And I'm not talking people that got there because of some kind of disease or some kind of failure. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people that had a life and they decided, I don't want to do this. I don't want to listen to nobody. I decided to be homeless. Life is unfair. And they got to the streets and they just let it be like that. I just can't see how that's cool to me. You know what I mean? Yeah. I told my wife, if I ever got to the point where I was like homeless, like there's no way out, I'm sorry, somebody getting robbed. No, I know it's me. I know it's me. And they say you shouldn't push yourself into being a violent, a criminal. But I'm just saying, bro, I'll be damned.
Sorry to interrupt right there. I gotta say real quick. When I say we gotta take it like a man, and you laugh and Mark laugh, you gotta take it like a man, especially when you don't got no choice, and they tell you basically your son could die. Your seed. I raised my kid. And raising my kid, having him, knowing that then that could happen to him. In your head, in your mind, as a father, not having no control of life.
Exactly.
It really, you gotta really take it like a man. It hurts.
Yeah, no, definitely.
You gotta eat it up, and there's no choice.
Yeah.
That's to the ultimate.
You really painful. Faith,
I don't even know how most people could, deal with that.
Yeah. Get up. Yeah. I tell you.
It takes a lot out of you to deal with that.
That's a lot of pressure, man. That's a lot of your mind. Every day you gotta think about that, yo.
Well, time where I had to level up, where we kind of evolve.
You said your lady wasn't happy, right?
Nah.
That you had
probably your old lady, right? Crazy, man.
He's dropping the bars, man. Drop the bars, man.
bombs.
Drop the bars.
But anyway,
sometimes
let's
it's just
see.
not enough. And
That's what they say about you. They call you the little mini.
They call you mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
They call you pinky finger. But anyway.
Ask your mom.
No. Crazy, but anyway, I don't want to get on this guy too hard. But yo, we gotta.
You don't get that.
Nah, you don't get that hard either, bro. Crazy, man. But anyway,
Cool it, guys.
Yeah, chill it. But damn, I'm trying to even get focused on here.
Yeah.
The time where I had to level up. Damn. Okay. Well, when I first started learning about phones,
Right.
I was working 9 to 5, working 2 to 3 jobs, just trying to get by.
A lot of jobs,
Nah, you good. You cool.
Yeah.
He's trying to find himself.
Okay. But anyway, it's just I had to work multiple jobs. Hold on, we got a little.
No, go ahead.
Little pavera situation.
I'm sorry, that was just funny.
Nah, you straight.
Dentro la pavera.
But yeah, I had to work 2 to 3 jobs. Working night shift. Driving home, basically almost crashing my car because I'm falling asleep on the way home. Constantly, my girl's always worried. Thinking that.
Hell yeah, man.
I lost a mirror. Hitting a trash can. Just kind of falling asleep, dozing off. Just kind of overworking myself.
The trash can don't move.
Yeah, I was moving while I was driving. Yeah.
No, that's the worst though. What you talking about right there, Marcus? The worst is falling asleep behind the wheel, bro.
Yes.
I've done that multiple times.
Exactly.
Driving Uber.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, the worst time I ever had. I'm driving down the road, and like in the movies, you always see that truck coming on the other side of the road. I'm like, all I heard was, and I'm like, whoa.
Final destination.
Yo, I did the whoop. Oh man, I was like, yo, I'm up.
Yeah.
I'm up. I had one. I woke up. I was on top of the hill. And I came back down. I was like, my girl was like, what you doing? You ain't driving no more.
Yeah.
And the last time I was had my girl in the car with me, we driving in the highway, and I just like dozed off for a second. You know how they got like a little merge? I almost hit the thing. She like, baby. I was like, oh. I was like, yo, so what's the road? Real talk. Wow. Dangerous stuff, bro. I'm telling you right now, get your sleep.
Yeah.
Get your sleep.
No, that's all that matters.
For sure, man.
That's all that matters.
Safe.
But that also lets you know that God is real. I don't care what you say, man, because I could have been dead.
No, for sure. We got to cover
Make sure
that.
you don't hit garbage cans.
We got to cover that the next episode. We got to get into what our thoughts are on religion, man. That's super important.
Yeah.
Right there, man.
And Mark definitely did level up, man, because when he came in the game, it was the hardest. It was hard to find parts.
Yep.
Parts were not easy to find.
Yeah.
You would have to wait long to get them in, and then for some reason, something was going on with China. Man, defective rate was like 50-60%. And it was hard because you're dealing with stress, and then it's nothing's harder, I think, than that. When people are fighting with you about their phone, they're not giving you leeway, they're not giving you time. It's pressure.
A lot of mental pressure there.
A lot of people in the cell phone business that are in what we do, man, after a couple years they burnt out. I feel it. Sometimes I was getting there at some points, but we keep trying to innovate, we keep trying to, so it doesn't, it goes away.
Right there.
Yeah. Definitely.
So, but you was working 2 to 3 jobs.
Yeah, 2 to 3 jobs.
3
learned
jobs.
how to fix
Advanced, Pet Marks, and what was the other one?
And he was-
Dunkin' Donuts. All 3 at the same time.
Damn, boy, that boy's a motherfucking
Yeah,
hot.
Dunkin' Donuts plus
And then
one.
you switch.
And he
I
was a
remember.
barber. He was cutting them sacks.
Yeah, and I
The
was
sacks,
doing
too.
the
That was,
barber.
part-time.
I wasn't
with
cutting
sacks.
sacks.
You are ultimate jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades.
You did your thing, bro.
Yeah, bro. Thanks, guys.
Like he went through some job. He went through a lot.
Yeah.
He
Hustling.
worked hard.
Yeah, I know I actually had friends, probably like family kind of telling me that I should probably like stop what I was doing just because I wasn't bringing home much money. I mean,
Sure, you working 3 jobs, how damn?
no, not as far as that, but actually when I started getting into the cell phone thing, just trying to like
right,
kind
right.
of like move away from the 9 to 5 type deals, just try to do work on my craft.
But you see the problem right there is like, people look at the easy, like the guarantee. Oh, you guarantee a check every 2 weeks. All right, true. But that's not what I want to do.
Exactly.
What I want to do is not going to get me paid right away.
Yeah.
But when I do get paid, you're going to get mad because I'm making more than what you making. Yeah, I'm just saying. That's
Yeah, you gotta have a passion for what you want to do. You can't just do it for
when
the
you're
money.
dreaming, you can't let someone that doesn't understand your dream dictate what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They didn't know what was going on, and they wanted the best.
Yep.
The best for me. They couldn't see me, making $40
And
one day.
and our people
but
try
it
to
was a
play it
struggle.
safe. They try to, they wanted the safest, the easiest route.
Yeah.
Just get by, because we're taught surviving is the key.
Yeah.
Surviving, but nah,
Being
man.
comfortable,
And then 10 years later, you in the same spot.
Nah, we here to win, baby.
They
We
just
here
don't
to
want
win.
us to risk it, but sometimes we gotta risk it for the biscuit.
Bro, it's like, I'm telling you, it's like that.
For sure.
But that's the realest stuff you can say right there. Like I tell people all the time, when I worked at KFC for 11 years of my life, 11 years of my life, and not once did I say, y'all own a KFC, I manage a KFC, I got a big ass house and a couple of cars off of KFC. I don't have none of that. So what did I do with those 11 years? I just want to tell about my friends. You know, I got caught with. I knew I was going to get paid.
We got them wedges.
Bro, come on, man.
You know what's crazy?
Wedges.
Yeah, wedges are good, but they took the wedges out.
Yeah, for the little stupid ass
When?
Why you
fries.
gotta take
When
to
did
get
that
rid
happen?
of the wedges though?
For the fries, the
It
little
was,
skinny
a
ass,
couple months ago. I really didn't like them. They taste just like
It
the
could be because
wedges,
of the
but they're
COVID thing.
but
It
they're
was harder
shaped
to
like
get
the
the
fries.
stuff.
Potatoes?
No,
That's in America, man.
The
Nah,
wanna be potato
I don't
wedges?
know.
I'm thinking it's just the fact that they're smaller. Maybe it's quicker to cook.
Okay. You gotta,
It
production.
only
You
takes
gotta,
5 minutes to
amount-
cook a
you
bag
gotta
of
be
potatoes.
fast. Yeah.
5
gotta
minutes
adapt.
to cook a bag of potatoes. That's all
Or
it takes.
just more appealing for kids. I never heard kids like, oh, I want the wedges.
All right,
oh, I
all
want
right,
French
all
fries.
right.
So maybe
Yeah.
it's more. There has to be a study saying that
it's
French
true.
fries are better
Yeah,
than
yeah,
wedges.
for sales,
But the
you're
wedges were good.
Wedges was banging, man.
Let me see. What do I like about Wendy's? I mean,
You like these nuts?
Hey,
Like
you
these
see-
nuts?
yeah.
Hit your face.
hey, your boy tripping, man. He on fire today.
Feeling himself, bro.
You shooting them shots.
Do that, Joe.
I'm just trying to play
I'm
tennis.
that,
I'm trying to shoot
I'm
back.
gonna get him all day
What's
tomorrow.
good?
Show you the
So
technique.
you shoot him with what you like, the ball sacks.
Oh, that's what he likes.
That's yeah.
Anyways,
That's you like.
so we'll get on to the next thing,
All
man.
right, let's get it.
Oh, wow.
All right. Another thing. Well, you know what? I'm sorry. We're not even done with this. So, what are people not doing to level up? Like, why you think people scared to level up, or why when people need to level up they just standing down? And I think it's fear, man. I think that some people don't believe success is real.
Yep.
And
Oh, speak on that.
and they just like, it's not gonna happen to me. It's not that, because you know what's happened when you get in there. Not to say that I'm there, but things are starting to happen for me, which I'm really excited about. But things don't feel like it until it's already there. It's not like you say success is 8.9 miles. You don't know until you're at the light and you're like, oh shoot,
I'm there.
it's everything that I'm doing is really working out. But I was not able to see. I'm not just speaking for me, but just people that I spoke to about this as well. It's like you don't know until it's there because you're so busy grinding, and then you're not worrying about if you're there because you're working on your craft, and some people
man,
just
that's
don't
real.
believe it's possible, man.
Yep.
And
Yep, I
everybody's just in it for right now, right here, because it's tough, man. When you see like we were talking about it not too long ago, maybe even a couple episodes ago, is that like, man, these kids, how are they gonna believe in my hard work, hard this and that, when they go on YouTube, they see this kid making 20 million a year,
No, he does this.
and
Stupid.
he's playing on toys, he's playing on
Yeah.
YouTube, and it's like, Dad, no offense, you can't tell me what to do, because this dude's killing you. He's 7 years old. You know what you do, but everybody's different.
Turn
But
that
definitely-
Wi-Fi off and say, do something without that Wi-Fi. Let's see what you can do now.
I feel
You
like
got a
it's
little
more,
brain.
you gotta be more control with your emotions. You know, a lot of people not in with their emotions and not in with how they feel comfortable. They gotta be comfortable with themselves
Right.
enough and not care about a lot about every opinion.
Yeah.
A lot of people think about opinion. Oh, if this one says that, what about they think about this about me in the end?
Right.
You can't
Right.
you can't care about what they think about you. You gotta be secure with your emotion, with yourself. Be happy with yourself internal, and then forget about the rest.
Hey.
It's very simple.
And you gotta tunnel those people out, because that's I think the main thing is people hear what other people talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, this, that. It's like, man,
And it gets
forget
in their
about
head.
that.
Forget about that. It's all you.
Because if you're thinking like everybody else, 95% of these people out here losing.
Yeah.
So if you're listening to everybody, guess
Yo.
what? You listen to everybody's losing.
They're
'Cause
following
people,
you.
yeah, the
They
people
follow
that's
you.
winning, they're not worrying about that.
Say
They're
that,
not,
Joe.
they're not
They're
talking
very,
about it. They're doing it.
like they say, they're very rare leaders out there.
Yeah.
You know, most
They
of them
they
are
out there
following
doing
others.
it.
What you got, boy? What you got, man?
What
No,
you
you
got, bro?
definitely I think you just gotta stay in your lane, stay focused. Know what you
Yep.
want, and just go after it, man. Don't let nobody tell you different. You know what you're worth, so just go ahead and do it.
Oh, that's real.
Even if people roast you, just do it.
Roast you.
You know?
Oh, he's getting emotional.
No,
Oh,
I'm just
why?
kidding.
They're
No,
roasting
no,
him.
I'm
No, that's real. Nah.
Well, for sure. You know, you just gotta keep
But it's
going
true.
at it.
People do roast you and try to
Yeah.
tease you and bully you out of your
Oh, you
position.
try to do something good, they try to, laugh at you. Hey, why you trying to do that? You
And it's
can't do
because
that.
they don't believe in it themselves,
Yeah.
man. You know, and
But when you do it, guess what happens? Then they want you to hire them, or they want to follow you.
The main thing people gotta realize is you're comfortable. You're comfortable where you're at. You're comfortable with your decisions. You're comfortable with your friends. You are not willing to get uncomfortable for a minute. Just for a minute. Just change one habit. Change one habit every week and see if it don't change your life. You know what I mean? If you don't read for 5 minutes. Oh, I can't.
Yep.
You can't read. You got your cell phone.
Yeah.
Read. Put it on your TV. Read it. Read the captions on the bottom of the screen. Read.
If
Five
you know
minutes
your
later,
phone's
read.
the enemy,
You know what I mean?
learn how to use it.
'Cause reading-
learn how to use your enemy. You
Read
know?
is more important than anything. A lot of people don't read at all. You
You
look at the
read.
book sales. Nobody's reading
Yep.
books. Nobody's reading knowledge. Nobody's listening to the right audio. They waiting for you to show them that audio. You got to be
Yep.
that person that brings them to the place so they can learn something, man. At the end of the day, if you got goals in your life, you need to aim for those goals. You got dreams in your life. You need to write those dreams down. Because you don't write it down, you're not manifesting those dreams. You got to believe in everything you picture yourself towards. And the problem is everybody gets to a place where they all like,
Well, writing down is not only writing, and committing to it. It's another thing. Writing, you can write anything.
Every day becomes one day, and I'm like, when I got to my 30s, I started thinking, I wish I would have been thinking like this when I was in my 20s, because bro, I would have been gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because in my 30s, I'm like, man, I'm sitting in my TV, I'm looking at home, I'm just watching, I'm bored. I'm like, man, I could be doing something right now to make some more money. I could be doing something right now towards my goals, towards my passion, towards my dreams. But I'm sitting up here watching TV because I'm watching their dreams get bigger. And I'm actually making their dreams bigger because I'm watching them get it big. Yeah. But what about me? I put all my focus towards somebody else's life instead of my own life. And that's why
the
your
problem
life is
with a lot of
right
people
now.
out there.
You worried about everybody else.
Everybody else.
Look at what Beyonce's doing. Beyonce ain't paying your bill. She don't know you. I'm not
She's
against
making money
Beyonce.
out of you.
I'm not against Beyonce. Make your money, Beyonce. But I'm
Yeah.
saying you could be the next Beyonce, but you sit your ass at home. You know what I mean? You mad at the person that got famous. But you ain't talking about what it had to do to get that famous. You know what I mean? That's what people forget about. Oh, man, I want to be Jay-Z and Rick Ross. But 10 years ago, they was out there selling their stuff for free. Mm-hmm. They rapping for free. You know what I mean? Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, work in the gym for hours. What you doing? You want it? Get your ass up and do it. That's all I'm saying.
Playing Fortnite.
On the real.
And
Fortnite dude got rich too, but
yeah, a bunch of those.
Yo, did that kid get like $3 million on Fortnite?
Yeah, there's a bunch of people out there making it.
Ridiculous.
$3 million on Fortnite, bro. That's I ain't gonna say that. Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely you just gotta activate, man, and it don't matter how aggressive you are. Well, definitely you want to be the more aggressive, but it starts with activation.
Yeah. Yep. And planning, too, preparation.
Yeah, man, and another thing is too, man. You know what I do is I which is bad too, is I'll tell people stuff before it's even happening.
Yeah.
Just to force myself to make it happen.
Hey.
Like I already threw it out there now. I care, I don't want to look crazy, so guess
Gotta
what?
do it.
I gotta do it. And the key thing
That's
is
a motivation
yeah,
thing. Yeah, that's good
and
to do it.
You try to manifest it.
Yeah.
but
You
don't
gotta speak it.
But don't ruin it by keep saying it, then you never do it, because then your reputation
Just gotta
is
be careful
tarnished.
how you say it.
You definitely gotta protect your reputation with your
Yeah.
life, man. You can't
Know how to
you
balance
can't-
it.
You
Know
can't
what
have
you
your
say
name
out of your
looking
mouth.
crazy out here. So
Yeah. Sure, your word is everything.
So
Word is everything.
now that we wrapping basically that up, man. What's something that you guys, it's just on your mind or goes on that you just can't shake, like, because we talk about activation, leveling up, but there's always that one thing that's like your kryptonite, and maybe you need some advice from it. Maybe you never talked to nobody about it. Maybe somebody listening or someone that love you will hear it and just say, "Yo, I can help you this way."
With me, I would have to say, now that I'm thinking about it, I think just sometimes repetition. Sometimes you're in a spot, and then, me, I couldn't really, not that I couldn't, but it's just that I was always leveling up. Within like a year or two, I would be at a location or a job for maybe a year or two, then I'll move on to the next thing.
Right.
And it kind of kept it spicy every time. So I mean, sometimes it just sometimes things get a little, repetitive.
Yep.
So I'm just, that's one thing I'm working on, just to try to, just trying to.
Just building. You just building yourself.
No, and that's big, and you gotta attack it, because you know what? You don't want to wake up one day and then all of a sudden 10 years flew by.
Yeah.
Because your brain automates stuff.
Yeah.
So the more you do it, the less you feel it's
You're an
happening.
autopilot, bro.
Yeah, and then it's just happening, and then you don't feel it. Then your mind your senses aren't gonna be as strong.
You gotta
not
fix
as
your
excited.
subconscious. It's all your subconscious.
That's a major problem. Everybody has that. I was having it
Yeah.
for a couple years, and that's why actually we started a podcast and we started activating other stuff.
Different
And we
stuff.
were like, hey, listen, we've been doing this for a little bit now. Let's do something else, man.
Let's mix it up.
You know, and
You gotta change the game.
That's definitely
You
huge,
gotta
man.
change
That's
the
definitely
game,
huge.
man. You gotta change yourself
Yeah.
every time you get it. You gotta change yourself all the time.
And we gotta look into it. Yeah, and then you know,
You can't be the same you.
Yeah. But yeah,
maybe changing. Yeah, it's that's
It's
a
funny
big
saying
one.
that,
I'm
but
actually
really.
I have that issue too, man.
Yeah.
I always say, like, to me, it's like I was just talking to people. I have a bigger problem with that. I'm getting better with it now. It's procrastination. I'm telling you, man. I can tell you a whole goal, what I'm about to do. And then when it's time to do it, I'm just looking at what I was about to do. You know what I mean? I ain't doing nothing.
Just getting started is,
I was like,
is
yeah.
the hard part.
You gotta find
I
somebody
gotta
that's
get
gonna
like
hold
that.
you
I gotta
accountable
get up
for
like,
it.
yo, that's what you was talking about last time. You're right.
'Cause-
Somebody gotta hold you up.
Yeah, because then they call you and be like, oh, you said you're gonna have it done by Friday. It's still not
Yeah.
done. Come on, man. What you doing, man?
That's
Yep.
true.
What you doing? You watching that on your mom's TV? Yeah, what's going on, man?
Yeah.
And yo, for me, one thing that I feel for my life, my work ethic, everything's good. I feel like my family and home life is always on the fritz, man, because I love my people. Don't get me wrong. I'm talking, like I said, I'm talking family, whatever.
Right.
It's just I don't know what is it with me. The way I think, it's like I love my people, but I don't get as emotional as they want me
Attached.
to. And
Yes.
sometimes I feel like they're expecting more than what I'm capable of giving.
Mm.
And it's stressful because it's like, listen, I don't want y'all. What's going on through my brain is crazy. You wouldn't understand it. I'm not gonna put that pressure on you.
Yeah.
So just enjoy the surface. You know what I mean? And I go through my repetitions. I say the words like love you and this, and I try to be like that with all my people. It's just
You try to
I don't
perfection it, but
I try, but it's just like it ain't in me. So it's like what people want out of me, then it becomes toxic where people around me are like, yo, like, even my mom sometimes, oh, you don't hug me and this, and I'm sorry, or partners where they're like, you don't, I want more attention from you or more this. I can't give you that.
It's
You know what
because
I mean?
is it because you're distracted by your ambitions and your goals so much that you can't focus on those little small things that they're looking for?
Nah, I wouldn't say that because with my kids, I definitely give it to them. It's just I don't know if it's like, dude, not that fear that people are gonna be all the way down. It's just I don't want to invest all this into you, show you my vulnerabilities, and then maybe you use that against me
You
later
take my
on,
weakness for kindness, bro.
or
That's what's
you
happening.
mistake what I'm saying for weakness.
yeah.
Yep.
Or so that's why I'm like, you could get this much out of me, but that's really pretty much it. But I notice it ruins everything around me. Like my family members are like, you're not close to us or this,
Distance.
or you don't love us. So they're always thinking I love something else more than them. So it's like I don't know what to do because at the end of the day, it makes me feel even more alone because I can't share these things with you, and it's like,
It's just that we don't relate in everything. I guess that's how you would say it. I don't relate in everything y'all feel. We don't have the same genre of things that we agree upon. You know what I mean? So you keep your distance in some sense, a little bit. You know what I mean?
I don't know if it's what it might be too is that there's only women around me.
Oh.
And that there's not a lot of men, so it's like they maybe it's them don't understand men or whatever.
Yeah, guys, I think
And
sometimes guys are different.
Guys do
Right?
have to
With
be
our
around
emotions.
guys sometimes.
Yeah.
They do.
And I
They
just
do.
can't get like that. Like
Yeah.
I got no business. Like I'm not gonna tell you about if I'm about to collapse or whatever, or not, because that's what I'm not gonna do that. So there's no reason to talk about it. But I'm hoping I'm gonna do some figuring out, self reflection,
Right,
and maybe
right.
one day that's something I could shake. Because besides that, everything else is pretty much
Shaking and baking
That's
except for
good.
that.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
At least as long as you know what you got to work on, then
Right.
from there you can just target it and just.
Yeah.
I like how you said that, man. You
Yeah.
gotta know yourself.
Yep, for sure.
You truly gotta know yourself in this game.
But
man.
but
Me too.
I like not making emotional decisions. I like not taking things too personal, because I feel if I do go into that zone,
Yeah.
then it's like now you're dealing with emotion. When you're dealing with emotions, it's not the same
Yeah.
reaction. It's
Right,
not the
you're right.
same. And when you lead in a family, I just feel like the pressure. We can't take no L's. We can't do that. So right now, that's not time for that.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future it'll come, but right now it's just not. But anyways,
I don't know if I could relate to this, but my stuff with shaking, man, that I haven't been able to shake this at all. It's been in my son's condition.
Right.
You know, my son's condition, but with the way I'm working with it to try to change it is mental, because I know I can't change it. You know, I get into myself and I work with myself because I can't. My kids can't see me broken down. You know.
Exactly.
They don't. Even my son don't know the difference. He doesn't even know he has it.
Wow.
You know. So I don't know when will be the day that he will ask.
What do you think you would? Did you think you would tell him, or you would wait for him to ask you?
I will wait. I will wait for him.
Right.
I will wait. I protect him the best I can. I'm not perfect, but it's very hard. So I'm studying a lot into this because I'm trying to work to be a better father. Right. You know, even a better husband, a better me. You know, so this is the way I do it, man.
You leveling it up. What you saying right now, Judy? You leveling it up.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Good job, man.
Traveling through my soul, man.
There you go. There you go.
Nah, that's big, man. You know, that's something that, you know, most men can't shake. You know what I mean? But you definitely doing a good job by even just talking about it.
Exactly,
you know,
exactly. That's a big deal right there. Talking about it.
So I guess let's wrap it up with
some real knowledge, man. Speak
all
that.
right. Well, another thing that affects being able to level up and all that is finding stuff that you thought was so real and it wasn't.
Damn, man. You know what? I got scammed, yo. I know y'all. If you ever been through this, I don't want to hear
Multiple times,
man. Damn, you know, Nigerian scams, or you know, people from a different country, they'll send you like a letter, or they'll send you an email, or Instagram, whatever it is. Oh, well, you know, I'm going through tough times in my country, and I need your help. And my kids are starving, and there's diseases. But if you could just send me some money to help me out, for those scams. Then you got the ones where, hey, man, you about to win a lot of money, man. Your name came up, man. You know, our family's going for some things, but we want to bless you because of some situation. They want to send money to me. And I'm like, what? You going to send me money? Yo, nothing but love. I'm going to respect you. I'm going to come visit you when I go to your country. That's the kind of person I am. I'm going to visit you, shake hands with you. Let me go out there and bless everybody. I'm going to send you some money. Like, you just need your information. Then you get down to the nitty gritty. A few days later, they say, all right, now you just got to send us money for us to send you money. And I'm like, wait. It hurts. Because in my back of my head, I'm like, ooh, I'm about to fall on. Y'all don't even know right now what level I'm on right now. I got my emotions in this thing. And then you tell me, I got to send you money to get money. I knew something was wrong there.
How much you had to send, and how much were they going to give you?
Man, it was about 5,000, bro. 5,000. I was like, yes, I'm about to change everything. I'm about to bless everybody around me. I'm telling people, yo.
Oh, you started spending it already.
Yo, I already started, yo, let me let you know. When you run a business, I got you.
So how much did you have to spend or send?
Yeah.
They wanted like $300 or $400.
You didn't send anything, right?
No, I had it ready.
Okay,
you had it ready? What
stopped you? Send it.
What stopped you?
Man, I'm researching.
Yeah.
Researching, asking questions with some people. Yo, they telling me that, nah, bro, that's a scam.
Yeah.
Nah, man, it looks legit, bro.
That's
good,
my information. At least you figured it out before it's too late.
Yo, I was about to say, Western Union.
Well, you know, there's a sucker born every second.
You sure it wasn't Mark on the other side trying to scam me?
No.
Yes, playing.
He's skillful enough to do it, though. He's skillful enough.
Oh, man.
I love that friend.
What about you, Mark?
Me, I had a situation where I was actually getting off the bank. I got my money for my rent. I was getting ready to pick up my girl from work.
Hey.
So I'm driving. Some white van comes and kind of weighs me down on the side of the highway. So then, you know, I go ahead, talk to the guys.
Wait.
I'm thinking I got a flat or something. I don't know what's going on.
Pause. A white van pulls over to the side of the highway to talk to you, man.
Yeah.
You stop the car.
Yeah, they're like, whatever. You know, I'm like, okay.
With all the kidnappings going on, you stop the car.
He's always had his heat.
Yeah.
Scared?
Exactly.
Yeah, his heat with him.
All right, okay.
But anyway, so you know, I'm like, what's going on? So they tell me that they have this stereo system that they're, you know, setting up in a plastic surgeon's house.
Oh.
You know, a very successful guy, and this is an extra one. They can't come back with it for some reason. You know how the stories go. So they show it to me on eBay. So I look it up. It's the system's like $2,000.
So
the surround sound system.
Yeah, it's a surround sound system.
You thought you were, you know, your Mark the Tech.
Nah.
You know, I work with all these.
Nah, they just put, like I said, they see me coming from the bank. They wanted to target me, you know, for some reason. So they ended up, you know, telling me about it. So I looked it up. I'm like, damn, okay, this sounds like it could be an easy flip. You know, I'm like $2,000. They're asking $500.
Hey.
So I'm like, okay, you know, I got to pay my rent. You know, shit. Let me just try to make this extra buck. So you know, I went. I got the system, this and that. So I go pick up my girl. Tell my girl, hey, I got this. We're gonna flip it. and get our, our money
Did
for
the
our
speaker
rent.
were empty inside? You just
No, everything was in there.
Empty box.
Everything was in there.
For real?
Yeah, it's just a low quality. The name brand.
This is a bootleg.
Yeah, just a cheapy system. So I even so I got scammed on that part.
Man.
But I ended up rocking it. The system, I hooked it up in my car, and I was rocking it. But that thing blew out within like a week.
So you had a surround sound system in your car?
In my car, bro.
I remember I used to do that in my days, man.
Yeah, I was
Surround
like,
sound
I
system
paid
with
this
speaker.
money. I was like, yo, I'm gonna just throw it in my car.
12,
So how did you pay for the rent, man?
For the rent, actually, I ended up having to call my mom, and she actually came through and looked out for me.
Yo, that's a blessing,
So,
man.
That's a blessing. Mommy's always there.
Yeah, so I mean, that was definitely a blessing.
That's the worst thing when you ask for a favor, man. Like, I can't help you.
Yeah, she
Then
definitely.
I'm
looked
watching
out.
you go buy something expensive.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
So how long was it that your wifey didn't let you invest
Oh,
any money? You was no longer able to invest.
Shoot, I mean, she was just making sure. She's like, yo, let's just double check it. Let's make sure.
So now you're
everything's
asking
legit.
permission for the stocks, right? You say,
Nah,
I'm investing tomorrow.
Oh, she's super supportive. So as long as it's legit, she's down for me to do whatever I
hey,
gotta
that's
do.
what I'm telling her. It's legit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They just want the best.
No speaker this time.
So what about you, Junie?
Me, I don't got a lot to relate with you guys like that. But me, I got someone that was a kid. That's something, I was in 5th grade. It was a couple days before school ends, and we're going to have a little school dance.
Right.
And I went ahead and I bought a necklace on the kid there for $20. So I took it home and stuff, and I was waiting. I was getting ready for the day to come for the dance. So I went ahead, put it on, put my cologne. I felt like I was a Rico Suave little kid. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And I'm going to the dance. I'm going to the class. I'm waiting. Great day, really. I really have fun, but
Still.
for no reason, because I got all sweaty and that necklace started dripping black. And I went back home. I spent my $20. It was embarrassing. My mom said, "I told you so." And
The moms ain't gonna let you
and
get
I
it go. They
got,
know.
I lost $20, but hey, at least I learned. It was when I was a kid.
Lesson learned, right?
Yeah, lesson learned. I said, you know what? I'm not getting scammed no more.
Yeah.
All these
Check the
hustlers
jewelry
out
next
there,
time.
man.
Hey, let me
That's,
see.
hey, I'm a professional doing that.
People do anything to get a dollar out of you. I mean, in New York City, I was on a train, and there was a guy on the train. I don't know if y'all ever seen that movie Trading Places with Eddie Murphy, but it was a guy on the train. He had his legs folded. And he was on a
With Eddie Murphy?
Yeah, Eddie Murphy, but it was a real life situation. He's on the train. He had a little cup in his hand. He's on the train looking for money. People were giving him $5, $10. He ain't got no legs. My mom gives him a $10 bill. We get out the train. He slides out. He gets near the staircase, grabs the rails, and it jumps. And it
Starts running.
start trapping with the money. Everybody, whoa. Bro, he just scammed everybody.
Oh, wow.
That's
Bro.
common in those cities.
You know what I mean? It's real common. But I was shocked as a child. I was like, yo.
I know we don't have too much time on
I think that's a good idea to do. No, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm just,
That's why I don't watch TV. That's why.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all
What we
about
got?
me real quick. And this, I'm taking it out of my family.
oh, snap.
All right, so I'm young. I'm loving wrestling, right?
Uh-oh.
I'm telling my mom to be a professional wrestler. She's like, yeah. So I'm asking her. I said, Mom, I need that WWF belt.
About to join Latino
I don't
Heat.
want nothing else.
Yeah.
So then me and my cousin Joselito, we like brothers. We playing with each other every day. I'm talking about we real wrestling. I'm talking about we taking chairs, we taking objects,
Damn.
smacking each other,
Knocking
breaking
each
stuff.
other
I'm talking about we fighting for real and we practicing. I'm talking about me and this dude. We used to wrestle and we choking each other out for real to the death. And we getting good and we practicing.
Getting good.
Yeah. We getting good. 'Cause we playing with our neighbors and stuff. We choking them out, putting them to sleep, making them cry.
Yeah.
And, we like,
Y'all trying to be professional.
Yeah, we're trying to be professional. So then I'm like, Mom, I need the tights. I need the tights. She said, boy, wrestling is fake.
Oh.
What? So I go around like, what you mean wrestling is fake? So yeah, actually died. It's fake. It's always been fake.
Yeah.
What you mean it's
It
fake?
is
So you be beating all those kids up for no
What?
reason? Choking
What?
them and stuff.
Fake? Ma, you crazy. So I brushed her off. So I talked to my dad. I was like, yo, is wrestling fake? He's like, yeah, it's fake.
Oh, wow.
I like, so you got me over here looking stupid with some... I fucking bring my belt everywhere. I'm the champion. I'm showing people. I'm rocking the damn...
Javi heartbroken.
I'm rocking
Javi
the
was heartbroken.
X-Pac head bandana, everything. Man, I couldn't even...
Bro,
Got that
you look like Nacho Libre. I'm just imagine him like Nacho Libre.
Oh man.
Really, just imagine you, Nacho Libre. You're in the suit
for
with a little
sure.
kid like that.
No,
Bah!
for sure. So anyway, so then I realized wrestling was fake because then I even started watching wrestling and I see it's fake. Like I'm like, oh, the punches look different. I don't know what happened
Yeah.
that it triggered that. and like everything looked fake, and then it was just depressing, bro. It was a hard time in my life. Like then from there, I was like, what do I do?
You just couldn't unsee it.
This
After
is-
she
You
told
got
you that.
heartbroken.
So you just stopped watching wrestling completely?
I stopped watching
Yeah.
wrestling.
That's
Let me tell you
cold,
something.
bro.
Let me tell you
It was a
something.
letdown.
I took my WWF belt. I had 2 of them actually. I had the Intercontinental and the World. Man, both in the garbage. All my wrestling toys. I had that little WCW little sting.
Yeah, that little
toy. It was like a flexible. You could buy. Bro, that was my everyday practice tool.
Yeah.
So now you got out of wrestling and now you into referee. Now we got Mark the match with Kenny, right?
No,
No,
Mark
you
backed
crazy.
out on that one. But
I'm
funny
not
thing is,
fighting anybody.
we got a buddy. He's promoting a boxing match. He says it's gonna be October, November. So we're gonna find a female from Mark to box.
Nah, hell no.
Oh, free
You
man.
can have hobby box.
I'll box too. I'll take that.
I
L.
call Ronda
Yeah.
Rousey.
I'll take that
I'll
L
watch
for
you
the
guys.
sake of entertainment. But
We gotta wrap this up. Let's
I know,
get
yeah,
it.
we wrapping it up. But he gotta go home.
No, I gotta go bathroom, bro. Deadass.
Again.
I told y'all.
I gotta take a piss.
Hey, and we're
This is
gonna
not an
film.
embarrassing moment you wanna hear
Hey,
about.
we're gonna film.
Yo, I know
how-
you guys want the videos to be a little
You
shorter.
got white
We
piece.
working on it.
You got white
Yeah.
piece.
It's
We're
already been
gonna
an
got
hour.
paper down.
No,
You got
so
white
we're
piece.
gonna
Mark?
film him walking to the
Nobody
bathroom.
see it.
But yeah, I'm gonna leave it up at the.
I'm not gonna shark like Junie.
I'm
Don't
gonna
throw
wrap
it out there like
I'm
that.
gonna leave it here.
They forgot about it.
Talking about the scams, man. When I was in 4th or 5th grade, right, we were moving. This kid used to bully me all the time. His name was Devon. I remember one day he brought back in the day, everybody loved the Pokemon cards, holographics. His mom and dad spent mad bread obtaining these cards from me.
Yes.
Put them in ABC order, lightning with the grass, different. It was crazy. So then, we're talking, and I know I'm moving. My mom's like, "Oh, Nate, that's your last day of school." So I'm like, "Hey, listen, man.
Wow.
Listen, I got all these Pokemons. I'm gonna go do a battle after school, but I got all my Pokemons at home. Listen, I'll give you a binder full of all holographics, Japanese holographics." He's like, "For real?" And then one of my buddies, Joey, was co-signing it for me. He's like, "Yeah, I seen it, man. He got mad. He got all the Pokemon."
And Howie's like, oh, okay,
So then Devon says, "Yeah, I'll give you my cards, and you just bring me back yours tomorrow." I said, "Yeah, no problem." So I took them. My mom tricked me. I still went to school the next day, though. So he asking me about them, right? Maybe another 2-3 days. And I just keep brushing them off. Like, "Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. I'll bring it tomorrow. But anyways, I ended up transferring schools. Never seen him again until high school, and I just took his cards.
Damn.
You owe him the
So you owe
Pokemon
him.
cards.
So you got him.
He's gonna come and get you.
I got him.
How did you feel about that?
I felt good. He was,
Oh,
he was
man.
bullying me.
He's looking at that. I know
He
that
was
guy.
bullying
I
you?
know that
Yeah.
So
guy.
you felt like he deserved it.
I felt like
Okay.
he was a little dumb, so he gonna get it.
All right.
And then
So it wasn't an innocent bystander. He's somebody he felt he deserved.
He's a little
he
slow.
deserved to
Okay.
get caught at the time. And then what's funny, a couple years later, I seen him in high school,
Yeah.
and I don't know if he didn't recognize me or what. And then I was going,
Yeah.
nothing ever happened. But,
Okay.
So that I felt guilty about it. If I
Gotcha.
do see him, I will try to square it off some kind of way.
Don't be
Well,
stealing your kid's Pokemon to give it to him. Okay.
Well, he should have never been bullied until.
Yeah,
That's
for
for
sure.
sure, guys. This
So-
podcast
Straight.
is awesome. Make sure y'all
Yo.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
subscribe.
Subscribe.
Please
Subscribe.
And,
Subscribe.
I know your boy got to use the bathroom, so we're gonna
Yeah,
leave it here.
yeah, hurry up.
We out,
Peace
baby.
out.
Hurry up.